So June has come to an end. Let's reflect on the month. So firstly, I went to Madeira in the first week of June. In Madeira, we did hiking, canyoning, and we went to the calisthenics park, watched a CrossFit tournament, and explored the city. And honestly, this was a great trip. 13 of us were on the trip, and we bonded like brothers. The experience was nothing short of amazing. It was a trip in which all the power of the decision making in the trip was down to us. So we had one person hire a car, one person drive the car, one person book the Airbnb, and so on. And we had some wicked food out there while we were at it. A lot of the boys tried a shisha lamp for the first time. Some tried smoking a cigar, being like Mr. Tate, and others just really had the thrill of their lives, including me. I'd never done canyoning before. As I peered over that cliff and I saw a 60-meter drop, I was petrified. We had just got to the top of the canyon and it was time to descend. Here I was lying in a cold rock pool, waiting for my fate, as 3 of my friends descended the cliff before me. I looked over and I could not believe what I was getting myself into. Some of the guys had done canyoning before, but for me and 2 others, this was a totally new experience. I leaned just beyond my edge and really lived life in the moment there, as the Spanish instructor screamed at me to yell, "Swear out loud! Release all that tension, come on!" And I yelled and yelled, almost in excitement, not really fear, because it was a combination of the two really, whereas the drop was really intimidating. I was also having the time of my life, high on the adrenaline rush. And mind you, this was a last-minute decision. Isn't it that the most memorable moments actually come when you just plan them spontaneously? That's what we found with this. I found it was better than the hike we did before, and we planned that months in advance. Nonetheless, I've got to give credit where credit's due. The hike was amazing, and it looked almost like a scene out of God of War at some point, where after we had peered through the heavens on the mountains, and the clouds started to finally tuck away, we saw the ocean in the distance, and I got some beautiful pictures. However, later when it clouded over again, we saw a totally new environment. It looked like a tropical forest on a smaller scale like before, but this time it had dead white bark all around. It looked like it had been killed by a fungal infection. But the trees were so well organized over the cliff top that it looked like something that had been made by God. It was truly stunning as I peered over the edge, and we conquered new heights and got the hike done in about 7 hours. Man, that was so memorable. It was certainly more scenic than Snowdon, which I did last April. And so what have I been doing since Madeira? I've been grinding the YouTube videos as usual. Today I'm recording 7 videos, and yesterday I recorded 8. And then after this I have to get editing. I'm batch recording for the future, so that when my final year of university starts, I'll have plenty of uploads to keep going twice a week while I have less time to make them. I also did some brutal 12-hour shifts, back to back to back to back to back. And that was a new experience in itself, because not only were they 12 hours, I had to travel a whole hour to get there, out of London, over to Ascot, good old Royal Ascot. Was it worth it? Yes, actually, I think it was. The thing is, I was working in the very, very important sections. And these people, I was mingling with billionaires here. And all I had to do was serve them their drinks. And it was a great experience because I got to talk to some managers of world famous bands, TV presenters, great sportsmen, the whole lot. And to be around them was truly remarkable. I got to see what the other side of life really is like. And the question is, when will I get to their position? Well, it could be quite a few years' time. But yeah, I just found it so fascinating. I've just been working, making YouTube videos again, but new experiences have popped up here and there. Oh, and also I'm gonna finish the month by going to the South Coast. Always love doing that. My family, friends, and the hikes there are so peaceful. So, coming up next month, it's just grinding the videos again, work, and then we finally get to travel again from 1st of August. I'll keep you updated when I get to that point. I hope your June went well and that you smashed it out the park. Better than all the months that came before it, because you should only be striving to do better every single month. Keep going, guys. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.